Homesick. This is a Norwegian film about a woman that starts having an affair with her half-brother. Now, the trailer is one of the best trailers I've ever seen because it makes the movie look good, which is not, and it makes you interested in it and you think that there's something happening when there really isn't. There's not anything happening in this movie. I have always been interested in movies where incest has been involved. I have no idea why, but movies and books where there's incest have always been interesting to me just because I've always been an only child and I'm interested in seeing how two siblings get to that point. And those stories to me are interesting. So I was hoping I would see something like that, sort of like, to me it looked a little bit like what Shame was with Michael Fassbender and Carey Mulligan. That movie was fantastic, and there was some incest implied in that one. They never actually did anything, brother and sister, but this one there was like full on affair going on. So I was interested in seeing, did they begin when they were kids? Or maybe they began a relationship without knowing that they were siblings? Or half siblings, but still. So I was interested in seeing how it got to that point. And the truth is, this was just a regular story about an affair. And they sort of threw in the half-sibling thing, so it seems like it's interesting, but it's not. It's basically just a regular movie with an affair. That's it, and it wasn't even that good. The main girl, she has issues with her mom. We see her going to a psychiatrist. We see her not really talking to her mom, having a bad relationship. We don't know why. We have no idea what the mom has done. I may have spaced out and missed something because there were subtitles and I was doing something on the side, but I was watching the subtitles. I might have missed something, but man, we don't really find out why she's mad at her mom, what her childhood was, why she's looking for her half-sibling now. We find out that she has been going to his house and sort of wanting to start a relationship with him. So we are led to believe that she misses something. Her father's in the hospital, and it's his father also, so that's the connection there. But he's in the hospital, and I'm assuming that she wants to find family somewhere. Why doesn't she look for family with her mom? I have no idea. It's not explained why she doesn't get along with her. It's not explained what kind of childhood she had. She only says, "You were never a mother to me." And it's like, why? The mom seemed really nice. The mom didn't do anything in this movie. All the other characters were just there, so I have no idea. But the main girl seemed like she was incredibly lonely and incredibly just out of it. And she seemed like an outsider and she wanted to fit into a family. But we don't really get why. She seems like, she has a nice job. She's a dance instructor. She teaches little kids ballet and things like that. And she has a boyfriend that's really nice. Why does she feel that way? We don't know. Moving on, she meets her half-sibling, and he has a wife, he has a child. Why would he start a relationship with his half-sister that shows up out of the blue? They haven't seen each other since they were kids. It's not like they had some incredible relationship years ago and maybe they had a relationship when they were teenagers or something and fell in love, but that wasn't the case. So, to me, I was led to believe that this wasn't his first affair because he seemed like he knew what he was doing. They just have a nice night out on the town, just like eating and drinking and talking, and suddenly he's at her door and they start having sex. That came out of, I understand that they had chemistry or whatever, but it's like, really? There was no reason for them to be half-siblings in this movie. There was absolutely no reason for that to be a thing. And I wouldn't have watched this movie if it was just like an affair. I thought it was going to be something more. And the weirdest thing to me is he doesn't seem like he really gives a shit about her. He was barely a character, honestly. Like, the movie's about her relationship with him most of the time, but then he was barely a character. He was just there to sort of be there. It didn't seem for a second that he actually cared about her. She could have been anybody. That's why I say that this might not have been his first affair, because it seemed like he knew what he was doing in that regard, and it seemed like he just wanted to have an affair, and he didn't care if that was his sister or not, and he didn't actually care about her. And then she was weird because at no point did she seem like she was enjoying herself. At no point. And there were multiple sex scenes. They were quite long and quite, like, sort of like blue is the warmest color, quite graphic. At no point did she look like she actually wanted to be there. She almost looked like she was being raped half the time. And it's like, okay, I guess she feels guilty maybe that she's with her brother, but at the same time, like, you have a boyfriend, you have another life, you don't have to keep going to him. There's nothing that unites them. He doesn't like her mom, as far as I know. She doesn't like her mom. There was nothing there that kept them together, and to me that relationship was just nonsense. It was just an affair where it didn't even seem like they liked each other that much. Like 85% of the movie was just her being sad, just walking around, moping around, and then cutting to being with him like a few times, having sex, and that's it. And then her boyfriend comes back, and then her being with the boyfriend a couple times, and then that's it. Like, that's the movie, and the ending was just wasn't even surprising or anything like that. The ending was just, yep, I figured as much. So I don't know, I was really disappointed about this movie. I was hoping that it would be an interesting look into how two siblings get to that point. Sort of like, I always come back to the Cement Garden. There's bad movies and there's good movies, but the Cement Garden, for example, was very interesting because it was kids in one family being forced to be the mother and the father because the mother and the father die. So they don't want to tell anybody that the parents are dead because they don't want social services to take away the younger children. So they are forced to sort of take care of the house. And the girl and the guy sort of see each other in those roles. So there was an interesting look into it. Most movies that I've seen come from, the incest comes from the family environment, either abuse or death or something like that. In this one, there was nothing. It was just like, I haven't seen you in like forever, let's hook up. It was absolutely out of nowhere. There was no point. There was no point in them being half siblings. There was no point in anything. There was no point in their affair because they didn't even look like they liked each other. They liked each other the first night that they met, and then that's about it. So, yeah, Homesick. I get the title, like, but homesick for what? Like, it seems like she never liked her childhood, so what the fuck is she homesick about? She was homesick about him? I don't think she ever met him. What did she meet? What was she missing in her life? A family? She could have started a family with her boyfriend. She could have started a family by being nice to her mom. She could have started a family by visiting her father that was sick in the hospital. She could have started a family, just by being a normal person. She didn't have to go search for her half-brother and then have sex with him. It was completely unnecessary. It's not like she was that fucking lonely. So yeah. Homesick. Great trailer. That was a great trailer because it made me, trailers nowadays spoil everything. And I don't care about spoilers. I honestly don't. Even if you tell me the ending of a movie or a book, I'm still gonna read it, I'm still gonna watch it, I'm still gonna experience it. I really don't care about plot points. It's better not to know them though. So, this one, I really liked the trailer because it couldn't really understand what was happening with the relationship. Like, did they know each other? Did they not? Were there any, like, secret affairs when they were younger or what? And it was a really good trailer showing you nothing and making it seem like something was happening when it wasn't. So A+ to the trailer, because I don't consider that misleading. I mean, I guess it is like misleading advertisement, but it did its job. Like, it brought me to the movie, but the movie just like pushed me away. So yeah.
Hva skjer? Det er broren din. Hva er det som skjer med han?
Kjære Marte, jeg så glad for at jeg har deg. Og jeg så glad for at jeg har familien din. Og det tenkte jeg første gang jeg kom hjem til deg også. Her har jeg lyst til å være.
Jeg har jo en bror, jeg også. Ja. En halvbror som du aldri har møtt.
Hva kan jeg hjelpe deg med?
Nej, jag förstår inte riktigt vad det är du driver med. Vad vill du?
Han bor i Oslo nå. Så har du ikke sagt noe om det?
Tror du at han visste hvem jeg var?
Du vet at du roter i ting som du ikke har noe med. Det här måste vara jättekonstigt för dig. Att din mamma inte har sagt något.
Jeg vet ikke hva jeg skal gjøre. Det er første gang jeg liksom føler at alt er på plass.
Kan du bare fortelle meg hva som skjer?
Kan jeg få treffe han? Vær så snill.
Du suger ut all energien min. Du bare presser deg på meg. Du presser deg på alle. Greit, ja, vi har tatt deg inn i familien, men du er ikke en av oss. Du er ikke det.